Conferences walking toward me. I feel like I am in the presence of a swarm of angels that are holding her up, and I just feel like I want to kiss her feet out of thankfulness. I know it sounds very extreme, but I'm just so touched by your story.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us more about this process of healing so that people might be able to...
Sure. It's a combination of hypnotherapy, of hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, or NLP, which is the use of words, basically, and intuitive energy work, moving the energy intuitively. What I didn't know is that I'm an intuitive also. And when I met Patty Conklin, who is the intuitive I worked with, an incredibly powerful intuitive, we got to know one another, and about 6 or 7 years later, I underwent this process, which takes roughly, in a group, about 5 hours, individually about 8 hours, because the energy of the group bouncing off each other really helps, and gets rid of 50 to 70% of the stuff that's holding you back.
How? How does it work?
The exact mechanism, I'm not sure it has a name, but just by, as you're cleaning, what the visualization is going into a corridor of rooms on the right-hand side that represent different times in your life. They don't have to look like the rooms that you lived in at that time. And cleaning them with your angels, your guides, whatever you call them. I recently had a lady who has a guardian angel named George. So it was George and his friends. Whatever it is fine. And cleaning these rooms and recreating. And as you're doing that, you're telling your unconscious mind that you want to get rid of this stuff. And by helping with the energetic movement of energy, you can get rid of the stuff. Then there's homework as well. And the process is just incredible. It's tiring on all parties.
Why is it tiring?
Because you're doing a lot of work. You're actually doing mental, emotional work that affects your physical body. Because, of course, as your listeners know, the body and the mind are exactly the same thing. They're connected.
You may not know that, but this is the concept.
This is the concept.
Alternative healthcare healers, yes.
That we work with, yes. The body and the mind affect each other. Even mainstream medicine knows this when they talk about people reducing their stress. Stress-related illness is something that they acknowledge exists. So they're starting to understand this, which is a wonderful thing in my opinion. And anyway, so that's the process. If people go to email me or go to www.patty, PATTICONKLIN.com, they can read about it more, or my website, Dr. Nancie, DoctorNancie.com, will also give you some information about that. And through the Conklin website, you can actually schedule a cellular cleansing with me or with two other colleagues I work with, Franca Fiala and Deb McComan.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. And you can schedule your session by phone, by Skype, or in person at your discretion.
Wow. But if they want to do you in person, where are you located?
I'm physically located in Fairfax County, Virginia. However, arrangements can easily be made for me to go to an individual's location or a group's location. This can be done in a group setting. And if someone wants to put together a group, we'll discuss doing that.
Nancie, has there been a movie or a video documentary on this?
I'm not really sure, although I do believe Patty Conklin was filmed. On me, no. No, there's never been a film.
You have video of yourself before?
I don't have any video of myself. I have photographs.
Well, we can do those. Folks, we need someone else that can produce this story. This is very inspiring. Very essential.
I would like it to be shown. I would like it to be shared. I do have some photos. I wasn't that keen on having my picture taken, but I do, and I believe on the Conklin website, you should be able to find a picture of me in my wheelchair and a picture of me dancing next to each other. I believe.
I counted a great honor that how many years ago on together.
We had a great time.
I thank you for sharing yourself with me because I asked some difficult questions.
I love it. I love
And you
it.
were, heartfelt and vulnerable and not so easy, to be quite honest. But and then I saw you at the conference next year. My mouth, I couldn't believe it. I'm still in awe. I'm so thankful.
And I have to tell you, I asked Patty Conklin and other friends who knew about it not to tell so that I could just walk onto the Queen Mary. And I have to admit I enjoyed the reactions and I thought that was fun.
Okay, what were some of the reactions?
People cried, people screamed, people rubbed their eyes and blinked.
I didn't know you that well, and I wasn't sure you were the same person. And I was scrambling to remember my interaction with you because it was like not the same person. So, ladies and gentlemen, you really do need to take this into consideration. Please get in touch with Dr. Nancy Barwick, DOCTOR, Nancy, NANCIE.com. And she's somebody you need to talk to.
Oh, thank you.
It's right around the corner. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, we are so lucky to have that recorded interview because we're going to be hearing more from her. She was actually at the Life Expo conference in February in Los Angeles. I didn't know about that until I was just researching her information. Again, that's Dr. Nancy Barwick, DOCTORNANCIE.com. Well worth connecting with her. She's in Virginia. But thankfully, she's out here enough, and she has a new book, and you'll need to look into that, and that's on the front of this program page. So obviously, you can tell by the background music, this is time for you to close your eyes. It's time for you to recognize that miracles do happen, and maybe they happen because of divine intervention or because of the healing properties that are built into our mind-body connection. Maybe we are evolving to recognize those things that actually maybe long ago people recognized. And that is what they thought affected how their body functioned. We already know that what we eat and how we sleep and how we exercise affects our body. We also know that stress definitely affects our body. I did research way back in the 1970s on all the impact on our adrenal system, our kidneys, our intestinal tract, our heart, cardiovascular system, even asthma, and association to emotional components related to health. That was stress related. Well, why would we think any less that love, happiness, joy, peace of mind, generosity, a loving vulnerability would have the exact same impact on our body in a positive sort of way? It's true when we're optimistic, going, believing it to be worthwhile, we also shift into something that heals our body. We shift our serotonin, our dopamine, our adrenals. I could go on, right? But you know this. Even right now, as you close your eyes and you relax and you just let this powerful message seep into you and you face whatever pain, physical complications, disease, dis-ease, as it's said to be, any sort of troubling experience you have in your body. If you will for a moment, just imagine that the trillions and trillions of cells in your body, all of which are inscribed with your DNA, are now all relaxing as well. They're swimming around or floating around or functioning, taking care of their job, but now suddenly the job is easier because they don't sense resistance. Now the job is easier because they don't sense stress. Now their job is easier because they feel a compatibility, a cooperative spirit of you with them. Imagine for a moment that the community of yourselves, as Ryan has called it on other programs, that the community of yourselves is now celebrating gently and peacefully and happily that you are taking this moment to really just enjoy them and give them the birth of the space to be able to do their job without interference, conflict, without aggravating them or being in a state of inflammation.